Okay, so I've just logged on to JobSafe Pro. I've only just set this up, so there's not much in here. Now the first thing I'm going to see is, as admin, a list of setup tasks. Let's look at the first. Let's look at this one here. Inductions not set up. So I click on inductions. Now I can upload a pre-made induction. A lot of companies have pre-made inductions, or if you don't have one, you can create one with AI. So let's say cattle station safety, generate with AI. So this will go off and AI will generate a safety induction for the cattle station. And you can type in whatever sort of business you've got. And you can put in any detail you want. You might want to focus on one thing or something else. Anyway, that takes about a minute to do. And here we go, it's finished now. So you need to read through this. Make sure you're happy with it. Add anything to it. Remove anything from it. Company policies, add any company policies you might want to add. And yeah, I'm going to edit this. I want to get rid of that. Now I've got to take full responsibility for this induction because AI legally can't. And I'll create that, complete that. Now that implies to employees, but I can make it for anyone else. Now my role personally is employee. So if I close that, if I refresh the whole page, I should now see in my tasks down the bottom, induction, I need to do the cattle station induction. So if I go over to here, induction, there's that induction I've just done. It's red, it's outstanding. I need to go in there. I need to read through that induction. That's the PDF we just generated. And I need to sign and say I'm happy with that. Anyway, I'll leave that for now. Now let's go back to dashboard. Now safety operating procedures are very similar. Click on this. Now we get to either upload any pre-made safety operating procedures we have, or we can create one with AI. It's very similar to inductions. Let's close that. Now the next thing I want to do is training. Now you might want to generate, let's go in here, let's generate a training module. Say riding a horse in a paddock, riding a horse in a paddock. Save that. Now let's go, you might want to generate a whole lot of, this is where we generate questions and answers, multi-choice answers for them to pick from, and they can go through and do an assessment. And we can either manually go and generate those questions and answers, or we can say to AI, we can upload a document and AI can read through and come up with some questions and answers, or we can just say, riding a horse in a paddock, and it will go and come up with a whole bunch of questions and answers. And we can review them, we can delete them, we can say, no, they're no good, we're going to just use our own. Anyway, so that's going to take a minute or so. Here we go. So what's the primary paddock for a horse? Whatever. Hazards. What's the best practice? Look out for any hazards. So yeah, so if I'm happy with all those questions and answers, let's save that. So that's now generated a question and training module here. If I click on that, here's all the questions. That's the question, that's the correct answer, that first one. So if I close that now, this is, let me apply that to employees and contractors. I don't think admin and visitors are going to be riding a horse, so let's leave that off. All right, so I'll close that. So now that has gone in the setup task. I may need to refresh this page. Now in my task down the bottom, it's telling me, yes, I need to do a training quiz. that's outstanding as a task to do. So if I go into training here, I can now see, here we go, there's a training module that I need to do. And I go through, I can answer all these questions. What's the best practice before riding a horse in a paddock? Check for any hazards. If I do a wrong answer, what's a common sign that a horse may be uncomfortable? I'm sure that's the wrong answer. When riding in a paddock, what is important consideration regarding the footing? I'm just going to go through and randomly click these. Now I'm hoping I'm going to get a few wrong and a few right. Here we go. So I got 3 correct, 5 wrong, so I got a 60%. So now that's going to be sent to admin. I can retake the quiz, but now I'll be marked as a fail on the training. So this is like an assessment that you can set up very quickly and get all your staff to do this. Thank you for watching.